What separates extraordinary people from everyone else? Is it talent, luck, a higher IQ? Most people believe the answer is yes, but history tells a different story. Some of the world's greatest achievers started with almost nothing. They faced rejection, failure, criticism, and impossible odds. Yet, they still succeeded. Why? Because greatness isn't just about what you know, it's about how you think. Today, we're exploring the psychology of great achievers, the hidden mental habits that separate those who merely dream from those who actually achieve. And by the end of this video, you may never look at success the same way again. Growth mindset, the first secret. Great achievers believe they can improve. Most people see talent as something you're born with. I'm not smart enough. I'm not creative. I could never do that. Great achievers replace those thoughts with a different question. How can I get better? That single question changes everything. Failure stops being the end of the story. Instead, it becomes the beginning of learning. Every mistake becomes information. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow. The greatest athletes, the greatest entrepreneurs, the greatest artists didn't become exceptional overnight. They became exceptional because they kept improving one day at a time. Delayed gratification. The next psychological trait is self-control. Great achievers understand something most people struggle to accept. Success often requires saying no today, so you can say yes to a better future. While others choose comfort, they choose progress. While others seek entertainment, they seek improvement. This doesn't mean they never relax. It means they know when to work and when to rest. They understand that every small decision compounds over time. One workout, one chapter, 1 hour of focused work. Small choices become extraordinary results. Love the process. Here's something surprising. Great achievers aren't obsessed with success. They're obsessed with the process. They fall in love with the daily work. Athletes love training. Musicians love practicing. Writers love writing. Entrepreneurs love solving problems. Because when you enjoy the journey, consistency becomes natural. And consistency beats motivation every single time. Motivation comes and goes. Habits stay. Resilience. Life doesn't reward people who never fail. It rewards people who refuse to stay down. Every successful person has experienced disappointment, rejection, loss, embarrassment. But psychologically, they see these experiences differently. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? They ask, what is this trying to teach me? That shift transforms pain into power. Failure isn't the opposite of success. Often, it's part of success. Taking responsibility. One defining characteristic of great achievers is ownership. They don't waste years blaming other people. They don't wait for perfect circumstances. Instead, they focus on what they can control, their effort, their attitude, their discipline. Life isn't always fair, but your response is always yours to choose, and that's where real power begins. Protecting focus. We live in a world that's constantly fighting for our attention. Notifications, messages, endless scrolling. Every distraction steals a little bit of your potential. Great achievers know this. That's why they guard their focus. They create space for deep work, deep thinking, deep learning, because extraordinary results require extraordinary attention. Your future follows. Whatever consistently captures your mind. Living with purpose. Money matters. Recognition feels good, but neither is enough on its own. The people who achieve the most usually have something deeper. Purpose. A mission. A reason bigger than themselves. Purpose gives meaning to sacrifice. Purpose gives energy on difficult days. Purpose keeps you moving. Long after motivation disappears. Lifelong learning. Perhaps the greatest lesson of all, great achievers never believe they've finished growing. No matter how successful they become, they remain students. They stay curious. They keep asking questions. They continue learning Because the moment you think you know everything, growth stops. The psychology of great achievers isn't mysterious. It isn't reserved for geniuses. It's built through everyday choices. Choosing growth instead of excuses. Discipline instead of distraction. Learning instead of quitting. Purpose instead of comfort. The encouraging truth. Every one of these habits can be developed. You don't need to become someone else. You simply need to become a better version of yourself, one decision at a time. So here's a question for you. Which mindset do you want to develop first? Leave your answer in the comments below. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Thank you for watching. And remember, great achievements always begin with the way you think.